Hey everyone, my name is Heba and welcome back. I want to let you know about the products that I've been using for the month of April to let you know if I liked it, didn't like it, or I need more time to kind of see if I liked it or not, and have quite a bit here. And let's go ahead and start with eyeshadow palettes. And the one that I'm wearing right now is the Remembrance palette by Byredo. It's a beautiful palette. I did a video using this palette and I'll link it down below, but this is just a beautiful palette. Beautiful formula for my mature eyes. And the shades in here, I know it looks a little light, kind of neutral, but it's a beautiful palette, beautiful shades. And the shades that I use with this look, the light pinky matte shades, they blend out very nice, very pigmented, very soft. It has a soft quality to it. And the metallic shades that I have on my lids, this beautiful, it's kind of a rosy coppery shade, very pretty on my lids. And in the inner corner, I use this kind of like a lilac-y shade. And the outer corner shade, this deep one, just kind of brings the look together. And I have to admit, this is a beautiful look. Now, I know I've said this many times, I do suffer from allergies, especially in this eye, and I can already see that it's kind of come off, the eyeshadow kind of come off there. Not much with this eye, but with this eye, yeah, so I can't wait for this allergy season to be over, but let's get back to this palette. It's a beautiful palette. It's expensive. I believe it's $105, but I have to admit, the quality is there, the shades are there. I know how I have to hold it. It does kind of change the lighting in the camera, and it's kind of blinding with the mirrored packaging here, but yeah, love this palette. Beautiful. And I'll be reaching for this one quite a bit. Now, the one thing I do have, a little beef about it is that sometimes the shade will kind of jump to the next shade next to it. I hope that makes sense. Because you can see after I've used it, it does kind of make a mess there. And sometimes it will kind of leak into the next shade. But you can always blow it off, wipe it off, and you're good to go. That's not enough for me to not like this palette. This is a beautiful palette, and yeah, I'll be using this quite a bit. Another palette I'd like to let you know about is this one by Pat McGrath, the Mothership 9 Utopian Dream. I am in the process of doing a video with this palette. I want to do 4 looks with it, and I've already done 3. And I already know with the 4th look, I want to try this shade, this purpley blue iridescent shade. So I've already done 3 looks, but so far the 3 looks that I used, this is a pretty palette. It has those rosy tones, and this, I guess it's a trichrome shade where it kind of has that shift. I hope you can see that. And I did do a look with this shade, very pretty. And I also did a look with this shade, and it was in my, I think it was the haul video. And I got a lot of compliments about that look. So yes, hopefully soon when I do the 4th look, that video will be up. I mean, it's Pat McGrath, you can't go wrong with her shadows. Now this palette by Too Faced, the Born This Way Sunset Strip palette, another pretty palette. And I can hold this one a lot better because you can flip the lid back behind it and hold it very nicely without being cumbersome. I do have the Natural Nudes palette by Too Faced, and I love that one. And this is another beautiful palette. I like the shades in here. I like the metallics. It's very nice on the eyes. Very rosy, kind of neutral, warm tone shades in here. Now, I didn't do a video with this palette. And let me know down below if you'd like me to do that. I mean, I don't mind because this is beautiful palette, beautiful shades. But this is another palette that I've been really enjoying. Another eyeshadow palette, this is by SUQQU, and this was from their Sunflower Wonder collection. And this one's a Signature Color Eyes 123. I was a little worried about this bright yellow, the sunflower yellow shade, but I have to admit it's very pretty on the eyes. And this maroony shade right here, very pretty. And the top 2, very nice. I can't wear those by itself. I have to wear it with either the maroon shade or the yellow shade, because these are a little light for my eyes. But this is another pretty palette, beautiful color story. And the SUQQU eyeshadow formula, it is very nice. It does kind of remind me of the Byredo, where it's very smoothing on the eyes. The metallics are very nice. It doesn't look chunky like sometimes the Pat McGrath eyeshadows can, her metallics. There was another eyeshadow palette in this collection. It was more green, 124. Wasn't able to pick that one up. It's still sold out to this day, so yeah, I missed out on that one. But I'm glad I picked this one up. Very pretty. And I did a video with this palette too, and I'll link it down below. Actually, with all the collection. And pretty much, mostly all the collection are my favorites. So let's go ahead and finish with SUQQU. So in that Sunflower Wonder collection, there were 2 blushes, and they are very pretty. And the one that I'm wearing right now is 139, a beautiful mauve shade. I have to admit, out of everything that I'm showing you, this one's my favorite. This is the one I'm going to be reaching for a lot, besides the Byredo palette, of course. The formula of the SUQQU blushes, they melt into the skin, kind of blurs the pores and the pigmentation is there. This blush 138 with the yellow at the end, this is another beautiful blush. This one does have more of a satin finish and more of a corally shade when you kind of mix the red and the yellow. Very pretty together, but I have to admit, this one 139, my favorite. Very pretty. And also in the collection were two rich lipsticks, and I'm wearing one of them right now. I have shade 117 on my lips right now. Let me go ahead and swatch them for you. So this is the one that I have on my lips right now, 117, and this is 116. This one's more of a corally shade and wouldn't work well with this eye look, so I went with the more of the beigey nude. But this is the first time I've tried the rich lipsticks by SUQQU, and it's very comfortable on the lip. Has some, how do I explain it? Has some meat to this lipstick. Like the name entails, it's very rich on the lips, but without feeling heavy on the lip. Has a nice lip to it. Now, of course, with these lipsticks, they don't last very long, but this one's a pretty shade, and I also like the other one, 116. Very pretty. Now, the two products that I did not like from SUQQU were these single shades, the Tone Touch Eyes, and these were in the cream formula. I have shade 112, which is kind of like a light brown, and 113, which is kind of a rich brown. They crease on my eyes. They look a little oily on my eyes, and they didn't last very long on my eye. And I've tried these by itself, using eyeshadows on top of them, applying it with fingers, applying it with a brush, but these still crease. So these were not my favorite by SUQQU. Sorry to say, because I do love the SUQQU products, but these, not my favorite. So if and when they do come out with more shades in this formula, yeah, I'm not gonna pick it up. But everything else, blushes, lipstick, eyeshadows, yeah, they're very nice. The Tone Touch Eyes, not so much. Now this foundation by Nars, the Light Reflecting Foundation, I really do like. And many of you suggested for me to try this foundation. Finally did, picked it up during the Sephora sale. And I have to admit, the formula is very nice. It sits very nice on the skin. It's not sinking in any pores or fine lines, and I do have it. I also have combo oily skin. So even though it is a light reflecting foundation, it doesn't reflect a lot of my oiliness. Now the one thing that I'm having a little problem with is the shade. I did pick it up in the shade SUQQU, and they do describe it as a medium to medium deep with warm undertone. Now I am more of a neutral undertone, so it does look a little kind of golden on me. I don't know, maybe when I get darker in the summer, it'll be more my shade, but it's just the undertone is throwing me off. Now I'm looking on the Sephora website to see what other shades I can try, but all the shades that are around SUQQU, they're either cool undertone, another one with warm undertones, and a peachy tone, a golden tone, olive tone, but I think that one's going to be too deep. And the next one with neutral undertones is like 3 shades deeper than what this one is, SUQQU. I don't know, maybe I might try to pick up the one with the cool undertone just to see what it looks like, or the one with the peachy tone, Valencia. So when I go back to Sephora, I may pick up a sample of Valencia just to kind of see how that one would work. But I do like the formula of it. The shade is just kind of throwing me off a bit. Now I did pick up this. This is by RCMA Beauty, and this is the 5-part series foundation palette. As you can see, it has 5 different shades in here. You can use it for concealer, contour, for foundation, for highlighter, and the shade that I did use for the concealer is the one in the middle. I haven't used this one as a foundation yet. I just didn't have time, but I think when I do try it for the foundation, I may try these two together, because that's what's good about this, is that you can kind of mix and match the shades that you want wherever you want it on your face. There are 6 different palettes, and this one is the Shinto series. I do see it kind of creasing up, but that could be just my allergies, because you know, with the watery eyes and the puffy eyes, I do see some creases, but I do like the concept with this palette. Next is Hourglass, and they did come out with the diffused rose ambient lighting edit, and I did a video on this one, kind of, you know, still on the fence about it. Do love the blush, Rose Flush, and the highlighter, which is the Supernova strobe light. It's what I'm wearing right now as a highlighter and underneath my brow bone. Very pretty, very blinding. The one thing that I'm hesitant about is this powder, the diffused light powder. It is kind of light on my skin, but I did place it underneath my eyes because it is more of a yellow, kind of a pale yellow shade. So it'd be good for underneath the eyes. And the Hourglass powders are just wonderfully milled, really nice for the skin. Doesn't look powdery at all. I'm afraid that this one will be light for all over my face, but for under my eyes, I think it works very well. I do like this palette though. It is very pretty. It's just the diffused light is just kind of what's throwing me off. Another product that I picked up from Hourglass is this lipstick, the Unlocked lipstick, and it's very nice too. This one's in the shade 310 Sahara, and it's beautiful. This one kind of reminds me of the SUQQU lipsticks. You can kind of see it's almost the same formula, but this one is a little bit more richer, a little bit more meatier on the lips. The ones by SUQQU, very nice, very comfortable, and this one too, but it just feels a little bit thick on the lips without making it heavy. I hope that makes sense. And I do like this color, the sienna shade. So whenever there's another sale, I will be picking up a couple more of these lipsticks from Hourglass. Very pretty. Now this brow pencil from Sephora, I don't know what I think about it. It's in the shade medium brown, but the formula, I just don't know. Now, I'm not the best applying my brows because I can't quite make it where it looks like brow hairs. Does that make sense? So I thought using this one, the pencil kind of thin one, would help, but I don't know. The formula of it just, I don't know. It just looks waxy, kind of dull. I don't know how to explain it, but this is the shade medium brown. I don't know. So far, it's not my favorite. It does have a nice spoolie at the end, but still, I don't know. I'm still going to play around with it some more. Maybe it's the shades too light, but so far, it's not my favorite. Now, I am sure about this one for the eyes. This is the Master Mattes eyeliner pen by Makeup by Mario. Really do like it. Really do like it. It has a nice felt tip. It's not soft. It's not stiff. And do like this color, because I do like a deep matte black for my eyeliner. Gotta have eyeliner for my eye looks. It's very easy to apply, and I like that you can kind of place it against the eye to help you get that wing, and then it glides on very nicely. It doesn't tug on the eyes. Even if there's like one spot you want to get to, you just touch it and it fills it up. It's very pigmented, but this is right up there with my favorite eyeliner pen by Tom Ford. Love that pen. And I just wanted something that works just the same, but is cheaper than the one by Tom Ford. And I think I found it. Now, I wouldn't say it's waterproof because it comes off very easily whenever I take my makeup off, but the color of it, how it comes on, how it doesn't bleed up into my eyes, do like this pen by Makeup by Mario. Now let's talk about Rare Beauty. I did pick up a lot of products during the Sephora sale, and let's start with the mascara. Again, several of y'all did mention that I need to try this mascara, and yeah, really do like it. It's what I'm wearing right now, plus another mascara that I'll show you after this, or after I talk about Rare Beauty. But this is what the wand looks like. I do like a thick wand, and this one gives me the length. Doesn't give me the volume, but it gives me the length. Doesn't flake, doesn't clump up. The only thing that I wouldn't use it for is for my lower lash lines. Don't like it for my lower lash line. I don't know, but for the top lash line, really do like it. Next is this bronzing stick that I wanted to try for the longest time. It's always sold out, so finally it was available, and this one's in the shade Always Sunny. And there's what it looks like. Now, she did come out with new colors, and I think I may get a little bit darker. But I think with this foundation from Nars, it's kind of throwing me off because I think it kind of blends in together. That's what I'm seeing when I'm trying this, when I'm trying the two things together. Haven't tried this with a lighter foundation yet, or one with neutral undertones, but I do like how creamy it is, do like how it, blends out. And the shade is pretty, but I think with this foundation together with this bronzing stick, probably blends in too much, but I do like it. I also picked up one of the new shades that she came out for the liquid blush, and this one's Virtue. It's more of a peachy shade, and there's what that one looks like. Her blushes are very pigmented. You just need a little bit, put it in the back of your hand and get the blush, or get the brush and apply it. I already have a couple of other shades from her liquid blush, so I already know I like it. Last thing that I pick up from Rare Beauty are her new lip oils. Now I'm going to do a video using these lip oils, but how I'm going to do it is that because since these kind of stain the lips, and whenever I see, swatches, they all kind of blend in together. So I'm doing like 2 or 3 a day. So hopefully it'll give my lips some drying time, and then swatch a couple more the next day. I hope this turns out the way how I think it would turn out, I hope. But hopefully this video will come out soon. But yeah, I just wanted to swatch it a little differently this time. Now this brand, Fitglow Beauty, one of y'all did mention that I need to try the lip serum gloss. So I had to pick it up with some other items from them. But the one that I picked up, very pretty, very nice on the lip. Has that kind of a cooling effect without the the painfulness of it, the tingliness of it. Now this shade that I picked up, Beach Glow, it's not what I'm wearing on my lips right now, but I hope you can see that there. They describe this as skincare for the lips. This plant-based gloss serum gently plumps without irritation. It has all natural ingredients and antioxidants to improve lip structure, diminish look of fine lines and leave lips full and soft. And I have to say that it does those things. Now I also picked up this kind of like a mini trio kit, and the one that I'm using is this kind of a pinky one. I believe it's called Live, and there is that one. Very nice on the lips. So hopefully when they have a sale, if they have a sale, I would like to pick up maybe 1 or 2 more shades in their lip serum. Now the other thing that I picked up from Fitglow Beauty is their mascara. And it's what I'm wearing right now on top of the one by Rare Beauty. And look at this wand. That's kind of a nifty wand there. I hope you can see it this way, but I don't know, it looks like a shark. Now I've used this one a couple times. I haven't quite figured out how to use it that way. But the couple times that I did use it, it does give me the thickness for my lashes. And so far this mascara looks really good. It's not clumpy, it's not flaking, and it does give me the thickness. Whereas the Rare Beauty gives me the length, this one gives me the thickness. Got a few more things left, and let's start with this one for the hair. It's by Oribe, and it's the Feather Balm Weightless Styler. I did pick this one up, or not pick this up, it was in the Beautylish Lucky Bag. And I've been using it now for probably about a month, and it's quite nice. It has that, that Oribe scent. And what I do is I get 2 pumps, and on my damp hair, I just work it in. And of course, style as usual. It doesn't leave my hair sticky. It doesn't weigh my hair down. It does give my hair a little bit of shine. So yeah, so far I am liking this one by Oribe. I do have another one by Oribe. I just finished it. It's in a brown bottle and I can't remember the name of it, but that will be in my empties video. So when I finished it, I started using this one and so far I like it. I like them both. I couldn't tell you which one I like better, honestly. But so far I like this one. Very nice. Now this mask by Tata Harper, the resurfacing mask, very nice. I used it this morning and I used it a couple times before. It does really clean out the skin. Now you do get 1 ounce of product in here and it's, I guess, I can't remember, I think $67. I could be wrong. So it is expensive. Tata Harper is expensive, but you just need a little bit of this gel formula here and apply it to your face. Oh, it smells so good too. Just got a whiff of it. Leave it on for about 20 minutes and then rinse off and your skin is really smooth. So I really do like this mask by Tata Harper, the regenerating mask. Did I say regenerating mask? It's the resurfacing mask. And the last product is this one by First Aid Beauty, the Bump Eraser Body Scrub. I've been using this now for about a week, and I really do think that it smooths out the skin. Now, I don't know if it erases the bumps. Now, it does say that it has the pumice buffing beads to exfoliate the skin, and it is very fine. Now, it doesn't hurt when you exfoliate the skin because those beads are kind of small, but you really feel it kind of cleaning out your skin. This also has glycolic and lactic acids in here too to also exfoliate the skin and to smooth it out too. This one does not have a scent, which is good. After I use it, I do find that it's a little drying only because of the glycolic and lactic acid in here, but I only feel it drying like after a minute after I rinsed it off. And then when you apply lotion on your skin, it just goes on very smooth. Again, I don't know if it erases the bumps, but so far I do think that it kind of smooths out my skin. And I believe that is it. I know I'm forgetting some things. I know, I always do. But yeah, these are the products that have been my favorites. Some not my favorites, and some I need a little bit more time to figure it out if it is my favorite or not. But anywho, I hope you liked and enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you can see more videos like this. And you all have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.